game where today we are playing College Football 25, starting up a new
And
one.
now you'll choose
I'm
here.
obviously
You'll
going
choose to
UT.
create a coach of your. Congratulations! It's time to sign your first coaching contract. Make sure to pay attention to the expectations of the role. These are based on real-life historical records of the school. Failing to meet the university's expectations will land you on the hot seat and potentially have you looking for a new job when the coaching carousel rolls around.
Dang. Scoring pretty dang. 2005 was the last time. We didn't go all the way. Wow. How do we go from 13-1 to 5-7? Same thing here. We went 8-5, then 9-4, 8-5, and 6-7, 5-7, 5-7, 7-6, 10-4, 8-5, 7-3. Actually, remember both of these games. We beat Georgia in this one. I think we played Utah. That one. I remember that year. I remember that year. That was alright. Then we went 12-2. Who were the two losses? Oh yeah. Right. Lost against Washington. And then OU that year. Alright, real quick, I want to do custom schedules. Well, alright, so this schedule is kind of all over the place. Okay. Real quick. Okay, let's not play them. Let's go. Rice, because I kind of want to play them. I'll play them in Houston. And we can go ahead and go with kinda want to go Georgia. I can rock with that one. And then this is where we will start to play Big 12 teams. We can play. Let me give myself like a hard team. Okay, we can do Notre Dame. many non-conference games are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 4. Let's see. Conference USA. I honestly wish I could go Boise here. Ooh, you know what? Let's go Penn State. We can go Penn State next year. You know what? We go Penn State. Please have Boise. Alright. Let's go. Dickinson, Texas. Alright. Let's do this. I want to go with this uniform. Yep. Boom.
Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the home of the Rice Owls, where we are anticipating a full house of fans who give a hoot. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right
I've been
into
to
the
this
stake
stadium
pit.
a few times.
As we'll see the number 3 team in the
We
country,
played
the
here,
Texas
one of my football
Longhorns,
games.
taking on
Played a football game
team from
here,
the
went to a
AAC,
Rice
the
game
Rice
here,
Owls. For EA Sports
and
College Football,
also
Reese
went
Davis
to
with
a
you alongside David
reference
Pollack
game.
and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Looks pretty accurate to real life.
And the Owls ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns offense is on the field for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, I don't really expect the
miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter.
Stadium pulse to be that loud, honestly.
So nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
I barely even expect it to get all the way to the max, except on like third downs or something.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baxter. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes,
I feel like I got more yards.
Pounce on you and seize momentum.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Who does that one? Oh, because he's the unintended target.
Going up top. He's got it. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Give to the single back. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving.
Real quick, I want to go into instant replay real quick. I just want you guys to know on how realistic that scoreboard is. You have that one. And also like the skyline behind it. I don't think they have but like it's genuinely so accurate. And then over here during games, like where those bushes are, have like a little like food truck or something. And that's also there. That's also realistic. I remember a long time ago, LCS have, if I'm not mistaken, a long time ago, probably like 2020, they had like scoreboards, little tiny digital ones, kind of, along the wall. So I'm trying to get used to this. I would say that this stadium is actually really accurate. The only thing that's not accurate, mainly, is this whole part right here. Because it's just like concrete slabs. Like there's no seating. You can sit there. But also, another thing that's not accurate is the fact. Now I get it. It is just a video game. It's the fact that that there's a tunnel right here, and that's actually where both locker rooms are. Other than that, it is actually pretty accurate. I just don't really. I guess they think the locker rooms are in there.
First down.
All right.
First down,
But yeah,
physicality wins football
start
games.
playing.
Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
From the gun, the ground game.
Boom, that's a tutty.
Got some room, headed to the goal line.
What?
And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line. But
Oh
are they
my
ever in
goodness.
business now?
Such
The Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Trying to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rice Owls offense will go to work for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have...
In my opinion, I feel like defense might be a little bit
baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And David, I like these guys too because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support.
Just look at that.
Get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Back to pass, it's Warner. And here's a fumble
And a
behind
fumble.
the line. Oh, looks as if the defense
See what I
got
mean?
it.
I feel like this
Great job
might
by
be a
the
little
pass
bit
rusher
easy.
there. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the QB.
I just wanted to
with the
play
sack,
Rice.
but he was able to still use his arms and his
I wanted to
wingspan
see how
to knock that
this
ball loose.
goes.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'm a running
The
bit.
defender being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Caught on the outside, it's Bolden. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Oh, what do you mean
Love to
goes
make
out of
this short
bounds?
field pay off with a touchdown
I don't
instead
really
of
think he
settling
had
for
a
3,
choice
but it is
except for
3rd and
diving.
goal. Now he's going to break the pocket. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle.
It was
No good.
down the middle.
And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Of course, he just went
Rice
for
has
it.
the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws for the tight end.
Picked
Fires
off.
into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorn! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner will be brought down. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on
Swallowed
all
up.
cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the
25.
19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field.
And the pressure is
And
coming
fourth
in,
and 30.
and they get him again.
Could this
What a
be a
great job by this
turn?
defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
He's got great speed.
Oh,
He did a great job finding some
feel like
running
I would've
room
just
on
broken
that return and was
probably
able to
could have
set up
making
the
it.
offense with good field position. So
Or making it.
Texas has
Probably
it
could have
again, and
taken
here
it to the
comes
house.
offense. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house.
Yo, that was wild.
Touchdown, Texas.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch
Well, I guess
out.
we have
This
him
unit
for
has
one
a
more
chance to
year.
be special.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's
Wow.
one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? The circle of
Yeah, that kinda
life
made
in
me-
college football, where one team moves on feeling
Big
like
12 of all the
kings,
teams.
and the other heads home licking
For
its
some of these
wounds.
bigger
Kevin, thanks a
schools.
lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one
You've
there.
got
Now on second down.
you've got U of H. They're doomed.
Moving the
They're
running
not
back,
winning more than
forcing the
5
defense
games
to
like
adjust. They're bringing heat. They get enough rush, and it
Just
pays
dive
off.
for
The
no reason.
sack at the 20. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third
Hurry
down.
up. This could be a good blitz. There's no.
Scanning the field, it's Warner. And the quarterback
See what I
couldn't
to- I
withstand the
told
heat,
you.
And he will go down as we've played one quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Corrals it at the 45. Well, they finally
I
stopped
haven't
him, but
done
he
punt.
found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. He now has 84 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Caught in the backfield, it's Bolden. Oh, he gave him the dead leg. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Go to the right.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again.
He got more sacks than a grocery
getting him on
store.
the ground.
Wild.
This defense having their way.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt.
No! That was so close.
Good return of better than 30 yards.
You know what? Here. If I'm not mistaken.
First and 10.
Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And
So
froze
guys,
her.
over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah,
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, look at me. The ball pops out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team.
My,
and they
this is
get
gonna
the
be
ball
so
right back.
embarrassing.
Here comes the Texas offense. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive, Dave.
yeah, and I
Watch
think
them
it's
just come back.
frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
Buying some time. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Ewers. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Number 7.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing
Yo,
when
at
he's
this
gonna
point, I
sit
might as
down,
well
when he's
just
not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go
let
get
them.
just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Suck King
look at
Football.
Mr. Hands taking the
Currently
swivel
playing
inside
right.
the 30.
Go to the
And good
beginning
work
of
by
the
the
stream, or
coverage team
kind
to
of
get
the beginning.
return man down on the
When I
ground.
first started this
Rice
match,
takes over the Owls, ready to
you
get
could
that
see
offense cooking
that I've
again.
been here
Their
before.
drive chart is
Because I
starting to
know
look a little
a lot of
monotonous.
things
Punt,
that are wrong
punt,
with
punt,
Stadium.
David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field.
Like,
Possession after possession, Jesse. This
Right there in
offense
the
needs to get
back,
their heads out of there
behind
and
that
you
field
know
goal
what?
post, there's a
The players
tunnel,
on the sideline with the
and
oxygen
both
mask
sides are where the
on,
locker
playing
rooms
so
are.
much. He's
That
not used
isn't
to
in the
this
game
offense.
for some
They
reason.
just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together.
I mean, then
and
again,
get
it's a
some
video game,
balance
so it's not
going,
going to be
running
fully
and throwing the
accurate.
ball.
Then they got the little tiny details, correct, like the scoreboard, like here. Hold up.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it over.
That is their first.
Who gives a hoot?
That's kind of odd.
It's a touchdown.
Like back there, that video board is actually kind of realistic. That scoreboard up there is realistic.
That is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays
It's
in
their
the passing
second.
game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
Oh,
And the returner will be dragged
yeah, we're just gonna, run it inside.
One more play until the 2-minute warning. The inside handoff. At the 15, he's loose. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's at the 20. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense.
99 yards.
Touchdown, Texas.
Oh my. They're already cooked. I'm scoring 100 plus in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that.
Oh, they can't.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Oh my.
He
Jeez.
was looking for some running room.
Yeah, I'm
but
scoring
not much
50
to
plus
be
in this
found
game.
as he stopped at the 18. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They find themselves in a pretty deep
Yo,
hole
Chad,
here, but
what-
maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
In a game like
Big
this,
chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something
So weird.
positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go?
And the quarterback caught on 2 and sacked at the 12. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to
Nope,
set
we
up
just
the
lost.
offense with good field position. The Longhorns sending
just
the
lost
offense
because
back onto the field.
we lost. It's game over. We lost. We can't come back.
He's going to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
55.
This
That'd
dude
be
is lighting it
on
up
my
for the
so.
Horns, and some old school Horn fans starting
Boom.
to think about that
56 to 7.
500-yard touchdown
Average
they
Retro
got
Bowl
against
score
Oklahoma
be like.
And bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Like a kind of like a squid kick.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to
30
make
seconds
the
left
tackle.
on this one. in the
Rice
half.
takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Trying to get to him. And there was
I'm not gonna lie.
nowhere to go for this quarterback.
He
and
probably
down
could have
he
ran
goes.
it. There was also no blockers right up the middle,
At the end of the
so
second quarter, that means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
I've scored 99 points in a Retro War
All
College
right,
game.
fellas, the end of
It's
a
against
very
Tech. I should have
entertaining
went for
first
2 on
quarters of
one of
football
them.
in
That would have made
history.
it 101.
And it'd be easy to say
I have
these two
still yet to
offenses
do
are
that. I
glad
need
we
to
picked
do
halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
This shit
And
is-
with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
And the returner will be knocked down.
Fun fact about this
Rice has the
stadium,
ball
there was
back, and
actually
they're
a
ready to
Super
send
Bowl
the
played
offense
here.
back to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not
And you're
to be
probably
embarrassed
wondering,
any
oh,
further.
why was that?
Comeback is possible.
Well, it was a long, long
2006,
time
Michigan
ago.
State down
Like back
35 to Northwestern at halftime. They somehow
60
came back and won
no.
the game. But it all starts
70s
on
or
one play,
80s.
and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession.
Hold up, I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna go beg my mother for an oatmeal cream pie. Alright, I am back. Pigeon. You poor you! Alright.
Possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Pocket starts to collapse. And down he
Very
goes
funny.
back at the 3.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Alright.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage
Okay,
team
that
able
makes
to
sense.
wrestle him down.
Yo, I'm about to
And
just
here
like,
comes
sim
the
this
Texas
game.
offense
This is about to
back
be
on the
wild.
field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go.
He's off to the races. And chunk plays are the name of the
High
game,
chance,
and
high
they
chance.
get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Alright,
Defensively,
one
you better be
more
ready to
score
run
for me,
east
and then
and
I'm
west
just
when
gonna
you're playing
sim.
against this offense. And their
I mean,
running
it's
game, that
over.
time, the offense was able to outflank the defense
I'm not
to the
playing.
right side for a big play.
Relentless, tough running gets it
Wait,
down
Manning's
to
in.
the 4.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times, as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible.
Oh,
And that
shit.
defense gets to him, and down he
That's
goes at the
their
9.
first sack of the game. I wouldn't get too
Oftentimes with
pumped
play
up about
action,
it.
you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling its way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw.
My day has
just
been very good.
spectacular football. No
And it
mental
made it
mistakes,
even
David.
worse.
You can't play better.
And my day has been even worse ever since they fucked up this stadium.
Nothing to worry about. You just
So
know
this
you're
is
better.
not
You're
how
gonna
it's
do
supposed
you,
to
put
look.
up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
There's supposed to be a
So
big
that's
ass
going to
tunnel
do it
with
for
like
us. For Jesse Palmer,
a
Nick
90-degree
Pollack, I'm Reese
angle
Davis
to
saying
the
so
tunnel.
long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
High chance I'm going live for almost this whole season. Cool, don't care. I honestly, half the time I don't even care about recruiting. By the way, I also did a lot of things to a few of the conferences. Like, this is practically the exact same. American, same. Big 12, you've got Alabama, Boise, Ohio State, Oregon, Texas, A&M. Big 10 got Arizona State. Wait. I thought I added Penn State to the Big 12. Guess I didn't. UCF. I added them. Conference USA is it's practically just the same. So is that. I didn't change anything about that. Nothing changed about that. Same thing with that. SEC has Arizona. BYU, Cincinnati. They didn't really get any. Yeah, no, they didn't get anyone new. I just kind of like changed it around. I will tell you this though: the teams in the Big 12 that are screwed easily are U of H, TCU, West Virginia, possibly Utah. A&M, they're actually probably going to do good. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6. 6 schools, 5 schools, 5 or 6 schools are going to do absolutely amazing in this. It's just going to be the conference first. Now we've got to play Georgia. First home game. So realistically, this year, we never changed. Alright, let's see. Ooh, it's the game of the week, too. Okay. What's in here? We're gonna play the game. Let's see. What? Oh, wait, what's their alternate? Oh, just that. Well, that's kind of lame if you ask me. We're just gonna go that. Watch the stadium just be completely different.
Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas.
Oh, because of like 2 logos that are switched on.
Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, 2 teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead.
I'm not gonna lie. I low-key kind of missed the Big 12.
Kick it away to start us off.
I think in that conference was like so.
Here's the return from inside the 5.
It was just one of those like.
Returner tackled right there. That's where they start the drive. The Longhorn special teams don't do the offense any favors with that return. And here comes the tight end who's having such a great season. Kirk, you talk to opponents, and they always use the same phrase, matchup nightmare, this guy.
Well, what stands out to me with this guy is it's not very often, you're right, the defensive coordinators are most concerned about it.
Wow, taking his shot on the very first play. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, this defense
Alright, let's go with the outside and off.
They're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game. Throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense.
I'm not gonna lie, the field feels so much bigger than what it is in Madden. Only because of the patches.
Physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
They'll stop him on a small gain here. Tried to run for it on 3rd and long and came up well short.
Oh, fuck it, let's just punt.
We'll have to punt this one away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Not the way he wanted to kick it.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. The Bulldogs offense takes the field. Our first
Impact players. What do you mean? Say what? Bro's just playing. It's saying that he's impact.
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the ball.
As long as we can just hold him to some field goals, I think we should be good.
The opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. The pass rush closing in.
Wow.
Senior on this defense making a big play.
And I'm shocked this guy is trying to get outside and make a play, Chris. You know what he's all about. Sit in the pocket, make a read, get the ball out of his hands. Here he's desperate, trying to make a play on the outside. Really not in his arsenal.
And, wow.
Field goal, no good. And with that miss, the score remains the same.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
On the run, he's going to chuck it deep.
Oh,
this
my.
one is broken up.
Throwing is going to be a real pain in the end.
Second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bolden. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area.
We just boom.
And at least picked up some positive yards.
Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's 7-0 after the PAT.
That was close. I almost missed that.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out. It's Smith.
What just happened? Did bro even get tackled, or did he just like fall over?
The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab behind the line. It's Humphreys. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
I honestly just pick like random plays on him.
You're trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
To the air, it's back. Fires it to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35. The Bulldogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll run it here. Solid game, moves the ball to a 43.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller.
It would be kind of cool if there were like actual FCS.
Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
But just like FCS goose.
But no more than that.
That back
You know what
just
I mean?
had nowhere to go.
Like FCS
Gotta give credit
West
to the
and
defense
stuff.
and their
Like,
benefits on that play.
like, come on. Like,
Can he get there on the ground? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with the
their first possession, they missed a field goal.
One of the great things about watching this guy
Second
play all
possession,
year is his
now they
vision.
have to punt.
He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield.
Wait, what the fuck did he just say? Ate up all the linemen? That's wild.
Comes back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here.
Oh.
And here's the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 20.
Thought that I'm
Chris, the consistency
thought I was gonna get
is
first.
giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Wait, hold up. Next velocity is live as 30 minutes ago, or as of 38 minutes ago, and I never even noticed. I always watch his streams, even though there's no severe weather. Rarely in my area, I still watch it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Gives it to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll run it from the gun. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period.
Wait, what the heck's on? Oh, wait, it's a 2-minute warning.
They flipped into
Right?
the field. We're ready now for the second period.
No, that's just the end of the
quarter
first.
is a crucial one. Offense trying
I'm
to
so
convert
sorry. I was
this
not
third
looking
down.
at the clock at all.
And the wideout goes in motion.
Texas. Oh, okay.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I don't know if there's much more he could have done on that play. Sometimes it's not necessarily a wrong read when a play gets
Fuck my
stacked up.
punting now.
It's the defense just does a
That
nice
punt
job at the
could
line
have
of scrimmage to
honestly
make a play.
probably
So
cost
the
me the
offense
game.
calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Or that timeout. This play could honestly cost me the game.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Here we go. 4th down. They'll try to run
Please,
for it.
please.
Jukes to get free. Runs through a tackle. He's got space
Boom.
here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Yo, I genuinely did not think that I was going to get that.
Going forward in this situation isn't as risky as, say, being on your own 20, obviously. So I'm fine with the
It's,
call. And clearly, it works
on my
out for him
days,
this time.
pretty. Currently watching the Max Velocity live stream while I'm streaming too.
And now the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. They're pounding away with the running game.
1 versus number 3.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
I
Tackle
played
behind
Rice
the line.
last
It's a
game.
loss of 2.
I simmed it.
Is an indicator
I
of
was
what's
like, I'm not
happening to
playing
this
that
defense.
whole game.
The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays
Ran this
off.
play like
Big
5.
gain. Thought he might be close to being
Oh.
able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Hey,
but the
that's
defense
roughing the
just brings him
passer.
down there inside the 5.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good injury.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use.
Oh, I forgot this will be on first live stream in his new studio.
In the final half, just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive.
Honestly, don't really expect this live stream to be very long.
They came up empty on the last possession, forced to
oh, yep, Connor Crop is one.
Click now.
I guarantee you, he's going to be driving through rain.
Play of the drive, they'll come out throwing.
He loves doing it.
The pocket breaking down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I'll be honest, Chris, I'm really surprised he's trying to get outside like this to try to make a play. He's not the fastest at all.
Oh, Lord. I think they might be screwed.
It did not work out.
And you're about to see why. They're going to need motion. I'm calling. Boom. I called it.
From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the
and now they're screwed. Yo, it's just unstoppable. There's two outcomes with that. They throw it quick, and it's a touchdown almost all the time, or you kind of get them short of the touchdown. That, or you get the safety. It's just unbeatable.
Running it back, it's Cook.
There's no way that just worked. There is no way that just worked.
Touchdown, Longhorns. Huge.
Yo, there's no way that just worked.
What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease. Then he's off to the races. By the way.
Yeah. Just, you know, a normal, you know, kickoff kind of. Holy shit. Because I knew if I went, I knew. Alright, I'm returning it. I was going to go that way. But I noticed I'm screwed that way. And so I start to run backwards. I seriously thought this dude was going to get me. May have a new one in a few months. That's wild. That Big 12 logo looks a little bit different. Hold up a minute. Hold up. Make my Bijan jersey real quick. Honestly. Oh no, it's the same. Never mind. Wow. Thoughts and prayers go to that kid. Apparently, a little kid got struck by lightning in North Carolina. Alright, back to football, sadly. Boom. Boom. Alright, I could have gone... I can't really draw. I could have gone this way. I could have gone maybe back and then would have gotten tackled right there. But nope, I went boom, boom. That's just wild, though.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
What is going on with all these floods going on?
Now they get set to kick it away.
We have the one in Central Texas, kind of going on still.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
We've also got the one in, I think both of them Carolinas.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. Takes the handoff. It's Etienne. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Defense makes the stop after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the...
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. The Dogs will line up to punt it away.
They're punting again.
Kick it away for the second time.
Oh my, I kind of got lucky.
See if he can make something happen with the return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner will be brought down. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete. A very quick throw.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Looks to the left for a quick throw. It's caught downfield. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's going to take off here. Finding space at the 20. Great move in the open field. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2
yards.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone, but the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Caught in the backfield, it's Baxter. Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offense.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe.
Dallas Fort Worth is getting more storms. Not a shot.
Quick throw, catch made. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball to 31. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Pressure is coming. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. Snap count. This
ball is free in the backfield. Recovery by the defense headed the other way. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time?
All right.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
What? Connors isn't driving through rain? That's a first.
Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver to throw. It's Ewers. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Quarterback drops back. Buying time. Moving to his left. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you go from knocking on the door ready to put points on the board to taking a sack. As we all know, when you move down inside the 10-yard line and you decide to throw the ball, things happen fast. You've got to make quick decisions and get the ball out of your hands.
Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Boy, it's 3rd and goal, Chris, and they decide to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the football. The defense comes up with this big sack. And as an offensive coordinator, I don't think it's a bad call at all, but you got to put more pressure on this quarterback to make.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? You stop him right at the 24. The game makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. That's reeled in. It's Golden. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down of the 47.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
We're going to throw it to circle. But.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. Here. Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Looking to scramble to his left. Runner with an impressive spin move there.
Wow.
Touchdown, Longhorns. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
So contact after the fair catch signal. It'll cost them. Empty set now, 5 wide.
Wait, why am I not semi-deep?
Pre-snap motion from the offense.
It's weird.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught behind the line. It's Humphreys. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Grab behind the line. It's Etienne. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here.
Dang.
Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Running back grabs it on the screen. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I wasn't even
This
supposed to be
quarterback on fire
playing on
today.
it.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's a shotgun run call. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory.
Oh. Oh, we're just gonna have
They
to
went
rock with
backwards on
it.
first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Handing off on the draw play. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. The shotgun handoff here. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
He's tackled at the 26. Offense facing 4th down.
The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. And it's a fake direct snap to the up man. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race.
Hey, snapping to an offset player like that is much harder than it looks, and to put it exactly where it needed to be, that was perfect.
The Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down
Chances
now.
of scoring are very slim here.
They'll try to run for the first down.
Yeah.
The tackle is
Damn.
made. The clock
Oh, he
runs
ended it
out,
off
and
with the
that
first
will
down.
do it. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kirk. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Wow, so now we're number 1. Ooh. I will be right back, y'all. Alright, y'all. So, do something to keep y'all entertained. If there's anyone going to a play now match, we're gonna go. Why is that only those schools? Alright. Alright, national championship game. I am going to take a shower. No clue on how long I'll take. Still gonna be like so it's B4, you know.
Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC team, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
I will see y'all in a run. Stream's gonna keep on going now. Don't worry, I'm not going. Well, I am, but the stream's not. Going on mute.
National champion in college football.
And think about it, as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out. Now here's an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't quite have the concentration or the focus necessary. Ends up dropping it before he could bring it in.
Incomplete, so it's second down in town. Scanning the field, it's yours. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. That's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route working against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, and then he made a great throw for that first down.
Oh, look at the quick cut. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it second and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with him.
Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Dropping back. It's Ewers. Fires it to the wide out. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
But what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And, Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. And they've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy. And maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
The 9th play of a strong opening drive. It's 3rd and long. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down.
On third downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew who the sticks were. They were able to make the tackle short of the line.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moss. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So Texas A&M's offense gets their first crack now. And so here we go. This is going to be fun, Kirk. It's the other part of this quarterback duel. Both these guys really expect to be playing for a long time on Sundays. One of the better college matchups we're going to get this year at the quarterback position.
Chris, you and I talked about this before we came on the air. Yeah, it's about the team. Obviously, you want to win the game. But I think both these guys understand what's at stake. They're 2 of the better quarterbacks in the country. Whoever wins today can take a big step in showing who, in fact, they are individually.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch.
Boy, huge play here for Texas A&M. A nice throw, but even a better catch by this wide receiver. Man, they've had some great ones over the years at College Station. Guys like Mike Evans and Anais Smith most recently. Going back to Christian Kirk. Guys with some size and speed.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. To throw, it's Reed. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes the score 7-3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Golden. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, it was a field goal in the last possession. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Blue. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
They lose yards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 16. Looking to pass. It's Ewers. Lets it go quickly. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the sideline. This one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. And the single back takes the handoff. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Bond. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
That's another positive game here for this offense. And this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. We'll see if they can get their first touchdown of the day after settling for 3 on their first drive. 3rd and goal. To the air. It's yours. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 10-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moss. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive. Right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Grab down the middle. It's Allen. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
Back in motion now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Dropping back. It's Reed. Dump off caught by the running back. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
QB decides to keep it here. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. With the catch, it's Allen. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's another huge game for this guy. And I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
It's a great play for the offense, but let's give all the credit to the offensive line for that play. The quarterback makes the throw, but he couldn't have done it without the time that they provided.
And the Aggies will line up now. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second and goal for the offense. Dropping back, it's Reed. Has caught, can he get in? And he will score! Touchdown, A&M. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll hand it off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Can he make it to the marker? Longhorns offense is on the move now.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking to pass this time. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Back to throw. It's Ewers. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Longhorns. Made the defense look slow that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
He's running out of time. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hat on the hat. On. Good job opening up the hose. Anytime
how long has this been going on?
Down, that's a win.
Let's see. This is one quarter. Been going.
offense comes up to the line, they might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Back to throw. It's Ewers. Bringing pressure. Down he goes. A sack. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or is the defense going to step up as we head to the second quarter? Now in third and very long, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring it down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there.
30
He's
minutes.
short of a first down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away.
Should I just do like a stream where it's just the game? Like, I don't even talk over it or anything. I just kind of like leave it there to be and stuff. Let's go back to Dynasty. Alright. Phoenix Central team. Alright, let's do this. Real quick. Michigan. We had 2 game of the week games in a row. Good. We're just going full. And then
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big
see, like, why do they have
we'll
to
see
have
the number 1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the league, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah, I was kind of worried that I was going to get in the stream early. This will take us from 18, 17, 8.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. A handoff from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down.
All right.
So we got the Big
Take
10
a seat and
12,
sit back.
that have been
This is going to be a
reshaped
good
dramatically in recent years. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's a
try to.
Yeah, and the Big 10 and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home and home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and then the following year, remember, Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
I just had like 8 different stiff arms in one.
Boy, an opportunity missed
Oh
here by
my,
this defense.
that should not have
happened.
happened.
They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back.
Toughness rank is 8.
Play action here on first down. Defense is coming after him. And the
Oh.
junior gets home, making a sack there.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
2 yards.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's yours. Quarterback leaves the pocket.
I'm going to try to run for the first down.
Looking to scramble now. Bulldozing his way through those tackles.
Wow.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More
That's
than enough
unbelievable.
to pick up a first down. Longhorns will try to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finds room at the 30. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24. The Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Well, I would just...
Hold up.
This Lego set would be perfect if it wasn't for these 3 things. Because for some reason, Lego decided to include a carriage, ship, and a golden wizard to distract from an otherwise beautiful Hogwarts castle. So I decided to remove them. Attaching the wizard and carriage was easy, though removing the boat left a hole in the water that I had to patch up using some of my own blue tile. But even though I think this makes the set look a lot better, if I ever was to undo these changes, I need to make sure that I don't lose those pieces. And after failing to locate a safe place to put them in the chaos of my Lego room, I remembered that despite being the exact length of a base plate, the set actually uses a variety of normal smaller plates, leaving 2 big holes underneath the castle, which happen to be just big enough to store the carriage, boat, wizard, and extra water pieces, allowing me to fully enjoy my view of the castle without fear of losing any parts. This Lego set would be perfect if it wasn't for these 3 things. Because for some reason, Lego decided to include a carriage, ship, and a golden wizard to distract from an otherwise beautiful Hogwarts castle. So I decided to remove them, allowing me to fully enjoy my view of the castle without fear of losing any parts. This Lego set would be perfect.
Bro, why is my Wi-Fi so ass? Alright.
2nd down.
Yo, that's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Seriously.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air.
There's no way.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Man, playing defense.
Oh, he dropped it? It doesn't go past. I can't even challenge the play. That's a touchdown. That is a touchdown.
Right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these.
That is a touchdown. I don't care what anyone says. That is a touchdown.
And try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, long.
Bruh.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially
they really just decided to take time off the ball.
They gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive
line. That is actual bullshit.
Defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
There was no option that was touching. Pass interference.
Offense comes back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. That's reeled in. It's Bolden. It's a quick spin move. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Boom, untouched. Fuck you, refs. Pussies. Bitch ass refs.
Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's get...
And the Longhorns offense takes the field.
Yo, what's up, King Football? I just got robbed out of a touchdown. If you go back like maybe 5 minutes, I got robbed out of a touchdown. It was so unbelievably stupid, and I hated every single second of it. So, real quick, I can't go into it. Just gonna run this play real quick, and I'll go into instant replay.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. That big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way.
Okay, so we were probably around right over here. I threw it. The dude went like this. Our receiver was at the 3. It was a pass interference on Michigan. And he entered about right here, but I couldn't challenge it. And the only option was decline it, which it was like a replay of the down, or accept it and put it at the 3. It was so stupid. It should have been a touchdown, in my opinion.
6. They trust the left side of that offensive.
It was just
line
ridiculous.
Huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side.
I did end up scoring on the drive, though. But it shaved time off the clock. And after I scored my second touchdown, I just cussed out the refs. As well, I can.
The back's got it. Spinning out of the tackle. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Looking downfield. It's Ewers. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. Longhorns moving quickly down the field here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Got space looking for the end zone here. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense.
Knowing the refs, I wouldn't be surprised.
Off the play fake on first down. Heading for the goal line, and now the ball's knocked loose.
Okay, good.
Well, just like running backs,
It could have been
quarterbacks,
badly.
when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Okay, what the fuck is that?
It's a short.
Yo, what was that?
For this defense.
What a defensive back here. You have no idea how tough.
What the fuck was that, bro? Receiver wasn't ready. Receiver's always got to be ready to catch some balls.
Defense is reacting to the offense.
Alright. Good thing is they didn't score, I think.
Okay, the Texas offense
Yeah,
comes back
got
out
a
on the
pretty
field.
good field
The
position.
last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold
I don't
on.
like the animations that they've done with these. Like whenever it's incomplete and they just like punch the floor.
Receiver here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception.
It's 3rd and 10 and I'm
Last
running
time
it.
they
This is
had
the
ball,
average
I thought he might
Texas
learn from
football
that, but
team
instead
play.
He comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball. This
Except
one
for
was an
Duncanville
interception.
and Soto. There's never
himself a
third
hand.
downs whenever they're on
Now the defense
offense.
will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment.
Anytime they
before this
kick field
important
goals
play.
is
Here we go on 4th down. Tackle, but first
anytime they
down.
even kick field goals is
These are the kind of situations
extra
you
points.
practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play.
I don't like that. That pull is
So
offside.
after the incompletion, it's 2nd down.
And it's kind of bothering.
Scanning the field. It's yours. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Lets it go. And the pass is complete to the
alright.
tight end.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense.
Last
You
time
cover the
we were
initial
inside
routes
the
by the
10,
receivers,
you decided
but
to
then they
just bend
start
us
their
over.
second routes adjusting
This
to the quarterback
time,
scramble,
don't do
and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who
Okay,
can run
now it's
around and
fucking
buy time, makes
CJ
it so much
Baxter.
tougher on coverage.
Bert Auburn, fuck you. I'm not going for a field goal. Considering that I am
Longhorns will look to convert.
that I am on the
here on 4th
right
down.
hash and I don't like kicking field goals from the hashes.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He
Boom.
gets to the end
Fuck
zone.
you, refs.
Touchdown, Longhorns.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Wait.
Getting quite broad. If we have a tornado, it's going to be right over 600.
Hold up. Um, They got the logo wrong. The Big 12 logo. It's the Big 12 logo on the orange jersey is white, and on the white jersey it's burnt orange. They got it wrong. I'm suing.
Six. It was a little bit windier a second ago.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They bring him down.
Okay, 2nd inches, really?
Of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Yeah, look, it's not the same.
Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot. Playbook could really open up on 2nd and inches.
Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looking for some space. It's Baxter. Unleashes the stiff arm. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Oh, got to showcase his spin move, but dropped quickly after just a short gain.
Bro's background is so red it blends in with the blends in
positive yards on first down.
The design.
Previous play. The shotgun running play call. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Alright, we got the first down. That's all that matters.
I love this unconventional.
My coaches used to told us 3 yards at a time. We needed just 3 yards per play.
With great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Takes the handoff again. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Trying to knock it through from 44 yards.
How am I supposed to time? And I still made it.
And they've regained the lead.
Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. Important second down
Or-
play coming up.
Go by 10. Maybe go for 2
Handoff here
if
from the
it's
shotgun.
possible.
Ball
First
carrier
down,
heads
bang.
Out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Running with purpose.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Texas. It was a foot race. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again.
Do that again.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. That's a strong stiff arm. Heads out of bounds and a short gain on the play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the fourth quarter to see
Trying
this
to get
guy
it
get
under.
the football, just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is
This is
enough,
shirt.
and they come up with a nice tackle.
This motherfucker got on it. This is rainbow shirt.
Big third down play. If they can't get
Into
the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Squeeze their timeouts. Do they have timeouts going?
Preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Absolutely.
Here's the second down play.
Deal with it.
He's going to run it. It's Baxter. And the senior able to make the
Dang,
stop after a
that
short
game.
gain. And now it's the defense that
Oh,
calls
wait.
timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now they're running on the toss.
Where was this play all along? Why didn't I ever play this game? We played this.
Touchdown,
Bang.
Longhorns. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game
They
out.
don't have any timeouts left. They're down. Like, they're down 17 points. And, oh my.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Defense can't do much here. The offense can just kneel down and walk out of here with a W. Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings it down.
Try to score.
And the offense will spend a timeout,
Okay.
stopping the clock
Scoring.
with 22 seconds remaining.
I'm scoring.
Here's
I'm going to try
second
to.
down.
Doesn't mean I will.
They'll try the
Sucks.
right side on the toss. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job.
They won't
the
be
offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Longhorns are in the red zone now. And then first down, right back to the running game. Touchdown, Texas. And the beatdown continues.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Let's see. Alright, yeah. That was beautiful. Probably gonna end from here. I'm bored. Peace.